Hi, welcome once again to our YouTube channel. Today we are reviewing another Montegrappa sent to us by Montegrappa for review, the Heartwood Walnut. This is another of the three pens that make the Heartwood collection. There are also on that collection the Pear and the Teak. But now let's see the pen of the walnut pen. So it comes inside the usual Montegrappa Fortuna box. It has this sleeve, and then it has this outer box with the Montegrappa pattern engraved. And when you take it, you put down this flap, and you can take this leather-like box. Inside, on the top, you see Montegrappa in a silver plate, and when you open it, you have the pen, and underneath you have a Montegrappa booklet about the pen and two short cartridges for this pen. So let's see the pen. Let's put this aside and let's talk about this one. This is a Montegrappa Fortuna shaped pen. Let's focus closer. And it has, as all the other Montegrappa Fortuna, it has a long body, a long barrel, quite long section, and this more round and bulky cap. On the cap you can see the 1912 logo, typical of Montegrappa, then a wide cap band saying also Montegrappa, here engraved, and you have also a very long and stiff clip, quite hard to operate, but it has this typical Montegrappa detail, which is a little wheel that allows the fabric of the pocket where you put it to slide underneath the clip, so it's very usable. The cap and barrel are made of walnut wood, and except for these three parts that I mentioned here in the cap, and this cap is screw fit. Inside we also have the metal body threads and a long metal section made of these bronze colored metal with a brushed texture. The nib is made of steel, and let's try to focus a little bit closer. Okay, the nib is made of steel. It is a fine nib, as you can see, and it has the typical Montegrappa pattern engraved on it. This pen takes a cartridge or a converter. Here it is, and the converter is screw fit here in the section, so it fits very securely here and allows to fill up the pen easily from an ink bottle without having the risk of the section fall into the bottle, because the grip between the converter and the section is loose. No risk of that happening with this pen. The length of the barrel and even the length of the section makes this a very comfortable pen to hold. Like this, like it is, and post it. If you post the pen, it is not uncomfortable and it posts securely on place, but it becomes a little bit long, and also it loses a little bit of its balance. Let's just see how it performs on paper. So let's see. This is the paper is the usual Rhodia dot pad. The pen is the Montegrappa Heartwood Walnut. The nib is made of steel and it is a fine nib. And the ink that is in the pen now is the Montegrappa Red. So what have we to say more about this? The pen has a steel nib. It has a nice ink flow. It performs very well, but it is an F nib. However, it is a typical Montegrappa F nib, which is more like a usual extra fine nib, and not regular fine. So it's always on the finer side, and this makes the pen smooth. The nib is very smooth, but there is always some feedback, and I think you can hear it on the camera. Although this is more amplified by the camera, it's not scratchy at all, it's very smooth, but you always hear some kind of feedback that is typical from Montegrappa. This is why I think Montegrappa nibs are not for everyone, because there are people that love those buttery smooth nibs that write with no feedback, that just glide over the paper. This is a very good nib. It doesn't do that, but it's a very good nib with some feedback. If you know it is there, it's not a problem at all. It's not uncomfortable to hear. If you may even get used to it, and even may get to like it, that little sound of the nib on the paper. We when we review pens, this is something that we like. We like to feel that the nib is over the paper. About the line variation, it allows for a little line variation, but you have to pressure a bit and to press a bit the nib on the paper, but it's not that much of a line variation. So you can say it is. You can't say it is a flexi nib or anything like that, but it's a very good nib, and you could write for a very long time with it. About the finish, this finish is the wood, the walnut wood. It's a lighter color and not reddish as the pear. And in our opinion, it is much more beautiful than this one. On these lights, under these lights, it's not that easy to see, but this is much warmer and not reddish color. And for comparison, you even have the almost black thick pen. So this is much more beautiful than this one. This is the pear that we already reviewed. What do we have to say more about this? This is a very nice pen. If you like wood pens, this is great. If you don't, and if you like this design, Fortuna as some other acrylic pens or even metal. So it is all for now. We have to thank Montegrappa for sending us the 3 pens of this collection. They were very nice in allowing us to do this. We also have to thank you all for watching this video, and please, if you find it useful, please subscribe our YouTube channel. It's important to us, and we'll meet here again for the next video. So, goodbye.